In this video, we're going to look at two intermediate PowerPoint skills and options. Number one, how to automatically advance slides in your PowerPoint presentation so that you don't necessarily have to click using a presenter remote or using keys on the keyboard. The second option we're going to look at is how to record your narration of your slideshow and also other aspects of your PowerPoint presentation. So let's look first at how to advance slides automatically. In the more modern versions of Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft has made it very, very easy to advance your slides automatically and to set that up. So I clicked here on the Slideshow tab, and here on the Slideshow ribbon, you'll see that there's a Setup group, and there we have both of these options that we're going to look at, Rehearse Timings and Record Slideshow. So Rehearse Timings is pretty simple. You just click it, and notice here in the upper left that there's a timer going in the upper left corner. This is recording how long my first slide is on the screen, but that's all that's being recorded. So 10 seconds. Now I clicked to move on to my second slide. Let's have this one on the screen for 5 seconds. And then I click to advance to the next slide. This one, maybe 3 seconds. And then I'm just going to click quickly through each of my bullet points and to the next slide and to the next slide. Now the reason I'm doing this fast is so that you'll be able to see that it indeed did work. So notice it says the total time for your slideshow was 33 seconds. Do you want to save the new slide timings? Yes, I do. So now, with that set up, as long as this option is checked to use timings, when I click from the beginning to play my slideshow, my hands now are not on the keyboard, they're not on a presenter remote. I'm just able to talk, I can walk around the room, and then after 10 seconds, it moves to slide 2. And then after the timing for slide 2, it will advance to slide 3. Now, if you recall, after slide 3, I believe I clicked quickly to make things move through quickly. So again, all of this is happening without me clicking anything or doing anything. I'm just able to talk as the slideshow advances. My slideshow is now over. I'll tap Escape to get back into the slideshow. So if I save the slideshow now, those timings that I've rehearsed will be built into the presentation, and every time I run it, those timings will be in effect. Now, sometimes you may not want those timings to be in effect. Maybe I want to do the presentation again and talk through the slides in more detail. All I have to do is uncheck Use Timings, and now when I click Present or Present from the beginning, now the timings are not being used. I am now having to click using a presenter remote or using the keys on the keyboard in order to advance through the presentation. So this can be a wonderful option, again, if you want to be hands-free, but it's also useful, let's say if you're setting up a kiosk or a slideshow that you want to run automatically without any human intervention. Maybe you have a monitor where you just want this to play, or you have a projector or a TV set up and you just want your slides to go from one to the next without you having to do anything. Now, if you do want your slideshow to continue playing when it gets to the last slide to loop back to the first slide, here in that same slideshow ribbon setup group, you can go here to Setup Slideshow, and you can choose this option here, Loop Continuously until Escape. I can click OK, and again, making sure that this is checked. Now, when I present this, when it comes to the last slide in the slideshow, it should automatically restart, and it did. Next, let's look at how to record your slideshow. This option is quite a bit different, even though it may sound similar. So I'm going to first uncheck Use Timings. And let's say I will be presenting this presentation in front of a group of teachers or students, but there will be some people that won't be able to be there to hear my presentation. But I still want them to be able to get the information. Well, in that case, I might consider recording my slideshow, maybe even before I present for the live audience. Notice what it says, Record from Current Slide. Click here to choose where to start recording or to clear recorded timings and narrations. So I'll just click Record from Current Slide or Record from the beginning, or if you want to clear out any timings, any recordings or narration, you can do that here as well. I'll just choose Record from Beginning, and I get some tools here. Notice that I do have some notes. If I've typed in some notes underneath the slides, they should appear here. Since I don't have notes, I'm going to hide that option. If I want to, I can record my face, I can record myself as I talk through these slides. In order to do that, you need to have a webcam or other camera. I don't have that set up right now. And if I want my voice to be recorded and captured in this recording, I would need to go up here and click this button. Select the microphone and camera for recording. So if I want to set up the camera, I can do that here. If I want to set up the microphone, I can do that up here. So those options are now selected, and I should be ready to begin. Now, when I'm ready to record, I'll click this button. When I'm ready to stop, I'll click this button, as you would expect. You can also do a replay to see how it turned out. But as I'm presenting, I may click down here and use these pens and markers, etc., to draw on the screen. So watch for that as I'm presenting. Also, if I'm not going to use this box here as a recording of my face as I'm talking, I should probably click on this button here to turn the camera preview off. Okay, let's begin. I click record, and I get a countdown. Welcome to my presentation on animation in the classroom. I hope you enjoy it. So now I click this button here to advance. One of the options for tools that we have for animation is Adobe Character Animator. And you can see here, this is the symbol for Adobe Character Animator. It is priced at $52.99 per month. You can buy it now, or you could get a free trial. Now that $52.99 is part of the Adobe Creative Cloud, etc., etc. I could advance then, and if I want to, I can switch to a different tool. So let's talk about some of the advantages of Character Animator. I think it's a wonderful tool. Now, while I'm teaching with this, I can also use this eraser if I want to erase things that I've drawn on the screen. We have a pen, we have a thicker marker, and all of these colors. Okay, let's say I'm done with this presentation. I can just click stop, and then I can click replay to see how I did. So I'm going to pause that. And at this point, I'm going to say I'm done. So I click stop. Now, if I was unhappy with my replay, if I don't like how I sounded there, I could click this to clear the recordings on the current slide or to clear all recordings on all of the slides. I don't want to do that. So let's say I'm done with my recording of my presentation. I can just click close. So now, just like before, I can click use timings if I'd like. And now I can click from beginning and my recordings will play. The timing that I use to go from slide to slide, my narration, the media controls, drawing on the screen, all of that will play throughout the presentation. I'll just go to from current slide. You can see it recorded my narration and going from slide to slide. So now I should be able to save my presentation, and my voice narrations and the timings and everything should be recorded in my file. Now you may consider, in addition to saving it, you might want to click File and then choose Save As. And then you could change the presentation type from regular PowerPoint presentation to MPEG-4 video, MP4 video, in other words. So now when I save this, it will produce an actual video and not just a PowerPoint presentation. So I hope you see some of the potential in both of these options in PowerPoint, rehearsing timings and recording slideshows. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this tutorial to be helpful. If you did, please like, follow, and subscribe. And when you subscribe, click the bell so that you'll be notified whenever I post another video. If you want to support my channel, become a supporter of mine through my Patreon account, and you'll see a link to that in the description below. If you want some suggestions for excellent slideshow remotes, look in the description below, and I have a few recommendations there.